Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, June 11th. You'll be interested to know, 44 years ago, today in 1982, Steven Spielberg released E.T. the Extraterrestrial, a warmly told science fiction film about a lonely boy who befriends a stranded alien. The film's emotional storytelling and imaginative design transformed family entertainment and inspired filmmakers to blend wonder with heartfelt character moments. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. This morning, it's looking fair with 4 to 5 feet south-southwest ground swell. Conditions are clean early on, but expect them to turn choppy by 11 a.m. as the wind picks up to side shore at 7 miles per hour. Waves will drop slightly in the afternoon, holding around 3 to 4 plus feet. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with the 3-foot incoming high tide, when the south-southwest swell is 3 feet at 16 seconds and the side shore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first high tide on Thursday will be 3.5 feet at 7:30 a.m., followed by a 1.5-foot low tide at 12:15. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 69 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start off clean with waves around 2 to 4 feet on Friday, but choppy conditions develop by afternoon. Saturday sees a steady 2 to 3 plus feet with fair conditions throughout the day. Expect the best surf on Sunday as swell builds to 3 to 4 plus feet, maintaining clean conditions early before choppy conditions arrive later. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 66 degrees with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:05, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:42. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog before 11 a.m., then becoming partly sunny, with a high near 72 and a light south breeze around 7 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 73. Tonight, expect patchy fog after 11 p.m. with mostly cloudy skies, a low around 61, and calm winds around 5 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Friday will start with patchy fog before 11 a.m., then turn mostly sunny with a high near 73 and a southwest wind up to 10 miles per hour. Saturday through Monday stay mostly sunny with highs near 71 and mild nights around 64. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Southern California beaches are experiencing a large south swell that has brought in massive waves, attracting many surfers and spectators. The National Weather Service has issued a beach hazard statement for the region, which is in effect until Thursday afternoon. On Wednesday, the surf peaked with waves ranging from 4 to 8 feet, and some sets even reached 10 feet. While the swell is expected to subside on Thursday, elevated conditions will persist through the end of the week. According to the National Weather Service, this creates a high risk for rip currents, making swimming conditions potentially dangerous. Now on to sports. There is a decent chance the number 29 is going to be a featured player in some tattoos for New York Knicks fans after Wednesday. That was the number their team had to overcome in Game 4 against the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs took an 81-52 lead against the Knicks. Instead of the series being tied 2-2, the Knicks hold a 3-1 lead. The number 14 represents the first half three-pointers the Spurs scored, the most in finals history. The Knicks are now 5-3 when trailing by at least 20 points in the last two postseasons. This victory was worth the wait, as it has been 9,852 days since the Knicks' last finals win at Madison Square Garden. In local sports, the Dodgers are right back at it this afternoon at 3:40 in Pittsburgh. They lost a heartbreaker yesterday 9-8 after Shohei Ohtani delivered with a home run and 2 RBIs. Ohtani pitched 6 2/3 strong innings, but the bullpen couldn't hold on down the stretch. Kyle Hurt took the loss after surrendering 4 runs in a third of an inning. Now it's a rubber match at PNC Park with Justin Wrobleski on the mound against Mitch Keller. The boys in blue won Game 1 12-3, so this one's huge to salvage the road trip. Meanwhile, the Rams made a blockbuster move, acquiring All-Pro defensive end Myles Garrett from Cleveland. He set the league record with 23 sacks last season and immediately gives LA's defense a game-changer. The trade cost Jared Verse, plus first, second, and third-round picks, but defensive coordinator Chris Shula sees it as bringing in veterans the whole organization can learn from. Just be aware the team's also dealing with an off-field situation involving offensive lineman Alaric Jackson, who faces a potential suspension. On the Lakers front, LeBron James is still the biggest story. The 41-year-old is leaning towards staying in LA, though his camp is asking for the max. Golden State is making a push, but most league insiders still peg the Lakers as the favorite to land him heading into late June. In top news, NASA's Artemis III mission, launching next year, will not include any women, a decision that has sparked considerable controversy. Alexandra Doden, a space influencer, stated that having not a single woman flying on Artemis II is an insane choice. NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman addressed the criticism, noting reactions of disappointment and outrage. He explained that some astronauts may have been excluded due to other commitments or suitability for future missions. The selected crew includes NASA astronauts Randy Bresnik, Frank Rubio, and Andre Douglas, along with European Space Agency astronaut Luca Parmitano. Their mission aims to test moon landers for Artemis IV in 2028, with plans to land the first woman and person of color on the moon. Isaacman emphasized that crew selection is not influenced by political appointees, and that the agency has 15 active female astronauts. He also acknowledged that the all-male crew is a huge blow to many, especially those inspired by previous female astronauts. Bresnik will lead the mission as commander, with Parmitano as pilot and Douglas and Rubio as mission specialists. In business news, when a World Cup team loses, its country's stock market also goes down. Here's the weird reason why. Soccer's premier tournament brings a hidden danger to your investment portfolio. The World Cup begins this week, and investors would do well to watch the event from the stock market's sidelines. Why should investors care about soccer's premier tournament? Because historically, stocks do poorly during the World Cup, particularly during the elimination or knockout stage. During that stage of the World Cup in 2022, the Standard & Poor's 500 lost 5.4%. The global stock market lost 4.6%, as judged by the Vanguard Total World Stock Exchange Traded Fund. Crucially, these losses were registered during a strong bull market, according to the calendar maintained by Ned Davis Research. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% to about $63,000. Ethereum is up 1% to about $1,600. And XRP is down 1% to $1.12. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. A recent public letter from Xbox's CEO, Asha Sharma, reveals that current profit margins cannot continue. As the Summer Game Fest wraps up, the gaming industry reflects on both thrilling highs and deeply depressing lows, including layoffs and studio closures. The memo highlights that excluding Activision Blizzard King, Xbox has spent over $20 billion in 5 years, yet revenue has declined nearly $500 million. The executives admit they are overextended with their studio acquisitions and face intense competition for player attention. While layoffs are not explicitly mentioned, reports suggest substantial cuts may occur in July. And in entertainment news, the House of the Dragon preview had the audience at the Taormina Film Festival squealing, cheering, and gasping in their seats. On Wednesday night, cast members Steve Toussaint, Tom Glynn-Carney, Harry Collette, Bethany Antonia, and Phoebe Campbell filled the ancient Greek amphitheater, which holds 5,000 people. Creator Ryan Condal sent a video message calling the location perfect for the screening. Season 3 continues the bloody conflict between the House of Targaryen factions, as Aegon II flees and Rhaenyra plots for the crown. Fans responded enthusiastically to the episode, with cheers and gasps throughout. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and motivational speaker, Earl Nightingale. And he said, "All you need is the plan, the roadmap, and the courage to press on to your destination." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.